Welcome to Momentum Monday. Today is September 22nd, 2024. Howard, are people in Italy enjoying the rate cuts in US right now?
I haven't looked at the Italian market. I haven't been here in a while. It's beautiful here, but like I say about Italy, the VIX is always four here. The food's good. The government is not good, and the joie de vivre is excellent. And people don't care about things the way they care about things in the rest of the world for some reason. But it's fantastic. No, yeah, the Italian market. I mean, I don't know what's in that index, but it's gone nowhere since forever. I think it's
Yeah,
at the
but
same place it was in 1860.
but they pay 5% dividend every year, so that's the reason. And obviously,
Really?
if you look for growth, obviously something like Ferrari is done amazing in the past.
Holy fucking 5% dividend on an ETF? Well, that explains a
Yeah,
lot.
on EWE, yeah, it's about
I wonder
5%.
what's in that. I'll have to look at what stocks are in that. So then, if you've owned it it's been a great thing if you bought the bottom, I guess, 3 years ago, an
Yeah,
extra
it's
5%
been
dividend.
range bound. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so I'm here for a few days biking. And then we got Stucktoberfest coming up. You're going to come out to that, right? Mingle with your fans.
Yeah, to some of it, yeah, I'll come. Yeah.
All right. And all right, so what do we got? Yeah, I mean September was good. Where are we on the month of September? Like including myself, it's like be careful of September, but buying the dip would have been nice thing.
Yeah, the market was expecting a rate cut and it got one last week and it was 50 basis points, which most banks didn't expect. And it seems like the Fed is now entering a cycle of cutting rates. Um, and the market reacted positively. The S&P is near all-time highs. Gold and silver tend to outperform. They are the assets that benefit the most during rate cut cycles. So gold finished the week super strong. Now gold miners are starting to catch up also. I think
What's the monthly look like on the gold miners?
the next one that might break out, it's silver. It has built a huge base here, and it hasn't broken out yet. So that's the one to watch, I think, alongside gold. Obviously, both of them are kind of moving in tandem. Um, so interesting. Last week, yeah, everything went up.
Well, I mean, rate cuts, right? The assets go up. We're gonna
Yeah,
get, we're gonna reinflate. It's weird to say we're gonna reinflate, but okay. Like again, like I get, that's good. Listen, stock go up, people happy. What or rich people happy. What about cyclicals I saw breaking out? So it's pretty broad.
big tech is underperforming a bit. As you can see,
But
the
it
S&P is at all-time highs. The Nasdaq 100 is, 4 or 5% below it, but kind of setting up here for a potential breakout
yeah.
near that for 485 um, level. So definitely, where some leaders like Nvidia are a bit lagging. Mhm. But it might be setting up if it just tightens up a little bit more, and if it breaks out above 120, we can see it, back to 130, 140 in a strong market.
Hmm.
There's definitely been some distribution days here, as you can see lately.
Yeah.
But overall, strong markets. Most of the AI-related stocks are still strong. I mean, not the most famous one like Nvidia and SMCI, but like let's say, companies like VRT or
Yeah, it's coming back. I mean, VRT, the data center play, and then Marvell bounced right back near all
yeah,
time.
Marvel. We have the Core, also another one.
Breaking out, actually. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like I
Davis.
saw that mentioned. It has very few followers.
Yeah, definitely one of the strongest stocks, benefiting
Yeah. And what's their
quite a few.
market cap? 13 billion. Yeah. I mean, again, it's tech, so it's hard for me to understand some of like when they get into the fibers and when you read their profiles, like not like I know, what goes into a lot of these tech companies. But
I mean,
cyclical's breaking out. I think the interesting news was FedEx kind of got hammered. So I didn't look at the if it's like a one-off thing. I didn't really follow the
And
news because
FedEx has been like range bound forever. Like the dips here
well,
has been
but it was like
viral.
breaking out there, and it looked like it was front running the market, and it's a leading transport stock. So, but Uber's doing well. So it's like there's landmines out there, but the market looks pretty healthy.
Yeah, for the most part, it does. You know, breakouts are working, stocks are setting up, and it seems, you know, historically people say, oh, after a first rate cut, stocks underperform, and people for people they're looking a reason to get bearish, but price wise,
Well, and again,
they're
we own, I mean, we're talking about a data set of like 50 years. So, the world is very complicated and there's so much money sloshing around. So that first rate cut is people get excited. They want to get ahead of what could be a big, again, there's just so much money that any one factor, it seems. I mean, and then where's the US dollar? That's going to be weakening based on this news. Yeah. Yeah.
not that much, but yeah, it's been pulling back in anticipation. Markets tend to move in anticipation, and I think it's about flat for the year, probably. Well,
So
not flat,
select
but
chat. Another leader in tech is app, and we use it at
yeah, definitely
Webs.
up. Yeah,
I mean, wow, look at that bottom. We talked about it last week, and it just took off again. I don't own it, but we use it at StockTwits, and the team loves it. Okay, so there's App11, there's Core, potentially Marvell. What about biotechs? Did they break out?
biotech is setting up. It hasn't broken out. The
We're
index
saying that we've
itself.
said that for like 2 years, so it's going to happen.
Well, it's getting tighter. It keeps making higher lows, and it's getting tighter near its like multi-year highs. So it's setting up for a big breakout. And if it does, you know, it can easily move 20% from here in the next whatever 6 months.
Yeah.
Um,
And what
so
about defense stocks?
defense
The
stocks.
pager thing. Yeah, I'm just wondering with like the pager
I
thing.
mean, LMT is near its all-time highs, and in general, the ETF
Yeah.
defense is also near multi-year highs. So it's been an uptrend for most of them, and the deep stores, their 50-day moving average has been bought
Hmm.
for the most part. What was the other one? Like NOC also near all-time highs, AVAV,
Yeah, it kind of pulled back.
forward.
In China, I'm playing Baba as like my dumbass
Are you
spec.
kidding me, China?
But
I mean, by the way, last week Chinese stocks were the best performing group for whatever
yeah,
reason, but
they just other than the one that was doing well through the whole crash, PDD, Baba's kind of trying to bottom.
yeah, it's possible, definitely. I mean, I saw some other stocks like Futu, which is like a
Baba's the
brokerage.
only one I'm playing just because I'm going to be an idiot. I'm going to be in the one that I know everybody uses and revenue's growing. And that Z probably owns all the stock because he got rid of the founder. That's the real company of China. So, and then what else? I'm just wondering what happens. Meta's breaking out.
They broke
Uh,
out. Yeah, they
yeah, I
broke
think
out.
there's multiple factors here. I'd link to a good Michael Parak had a good piece. I mean, the Ray-Ban glass is going to be the Apple. It's going to be, and I think Apple broke out too, right? So I think it's Apple.
I'm not sure about Apple, but yeah, Meta,
I think it's
yes.
close to all-time high.
Amazon is trying to break out above 190 and test 200 again. It's a big level. Tesla is setting up for a potential
Yep, Tesla looks.
continuation and maybe test of 250 to 270. Here's the weekly.
I would say
Uh,
Meta looks the best, and it could be that AI is the final straw, and they just get rid of TikTok. It's just the China stuff just bothers me so much that we can't. These companies can't sell into China, and TikTok's kind of. I just think Meta's the big winner here. I think that, like I said, I think the deal they did with Ray-Ban puts them in the fashion business. Ray-Ban sold everywhere, right? And everybody trying to make glasses like Snapchat and Apple. You can't, it's just, there's more to it when you get into fashion. Apple obviously invented the whole phone, but in the glasses industry, people, People want to go with the brands that they know. And so I think that's a big advantage. I think the TikTok thing is a big advantage. I think their AI is open source, pretty big advantage. And obviously just the general addiction to WhatsApp and Instagram and Facebook. So it looks like them and Apple are leading the fangs, and Apple because of the camera and AR. Um, the new camera app. It's pretty cool, right? Like just point your phone
Yeah.
and it gives you the context of what like everything around that photo. I mean, that's
I
kind of
mean,
where you
Google's
want.
doing the same, so it's similar.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
just
No,
me.
no, no. But Google has the government on them right now and stuff. So believe me, I mean, I love Google too. I think Android and Apple are in charge of the phone, which gives them the lead. But Meta having the Trojan horse with Ray-Ban is interesting, at least in the wearable space, because they're not building the glasses
Well, have you
themselves.
tried their glasses?
They were fantastic. I love them. I mean, I'm not the guy to wear them. I don't need tech in my glasses, but I wear Ray-Bans. I mean, the old Wayfarer sunglasses, like 60-year-old model of sunglasses that everybody still copies. So, but anyways, okay. So there's that the Biotech Gold, Select Tech, App 11. I'm trying to think what else I missed that's breaking out. What else
There is
did
a
you?
lot. I mean, the semiconductor sector has been a bit weak, but even there, you can find stocks like Broadcom that are setting up for a potential breakout. Oh,
A
so,
lot of nuclear talk, but the stock's
oh
kind
yeah,
of been.
definitely. Nuclear, big breakout on Friday after that Microsoft news.
Oh, what broke out? Which stocks? No, there's
Ev
no real breakout. They've been in kind of
everything,
pullback.
um, everything nuclear related was really on fire on
No,
Friday.
but they had been in pullbacks for 6, 7 months. So yeah, okay. So there's the nuclear news, but
Yeah.
I think the winner on that is what else was I going to ask you about? Um, Sorry, buddy. I'm just thinking through my list. No, okay. So nuclear. Oh, Barron's had a cover story that luxury's dead, so that's a good sign for luxury. Um, It's
Okay.
been, terrible year for Rolex prices and for LVMH, but there's no such thing as bad for luxury. People like the rich people spend money. And so I don't know. Like Barron's kind of throwing down after 30% pullbacks and 2-year pullbacks. I you know, well, Ralph Lauren looks good, but is that luxury, Ralph Lauren?
One
Yeah.
of their labels, like what was like the purple one, I think is considered luxury. Yeah.
Okay. So so that's maybe on my radar on certain things. And I don't really have a feel for much else.
I mean,
What's your positioning right now?
well, long. I'm, not
Go.
fully long, about 50% long, but just trading mostly on the long side, just because the market is not giving me a reason to do anything else. I mean, yes, there was like a shakeout on Friday, but for the most part, dip seems to be getting bought, and breakouts are working. We're seeing follow throughs. So until that changes, it just doesn't make sense to me to be a hero and try to fade that strength. I rather follow the trend than to fade it, and I just remain long. I mean, I'm not like on leverage or anything, but I'm playing the long side right now.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, I'm with you there. Um, I kind of enjoy these moments when the news is good. It never lasts. But I think behind the news, the fact is you've got this breadth, you got cyclicals breaking out, you have the banks still doing well. Goldman bounced back off its sell-off very quickly. Interactive brokers is still crushing. The financials are crushing. Healthcare strong. XLV, healthcare. Rate cuts are just positive for assets,
Yeah.
right? And then you'll get the bears are going to come out and say, well, the bad dollar, and of course, you know, but um, but a weak dollar just is a place for foreigners. to buy US stocks, you know? So it's like it's kind of like America's, as long as the defense sector is still hip. It's amazing in a world where Israel used turn pagers on people, that these defense industry companies have, such high market caps when we're seeing Iran, Ukraine use drones and Israel turn pagers into weapons. Um, but I think when you see defense stocks strong in the US, that kind of means the dollar, like defense is our dollar. And so these defense stocks being strong, it keeps me not freaking out about the dollar. Anyways, everybody, have a great week. I'm going to be in the mountains cycling. So,
All right,
all
Howard, enjoy.
right, buddy. Talk
Bye
to you
bye.
guys.